Okay, welcome everyone to our Halton Families for Families Easter lunch. So we are going to show you how you can enjoy some family time together over the holidays while we are apart. So we're going to start with, we've started with our bunny names. We have bunny names up on the screen. You pick the first letter of your name and your birth month to make your name. So if everyone wants to introduce themselves.
There you go.
All right.
And what's your dog's name, Andrea?
Let's see, what is his name? Extravagant Hops.
Excellent.
His name.
And what about you? What are you? Excellent.
I am apparently eggaholic jelly bean.
Excellent. I am exhausted jelly bean. We're from the jelly bean family. Welcome.
Apparently.
And I am eggaholic cottontail.
Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't it?
I am excellent peeps.
Awesome. I'm liking it.
All right. So we're going to start by playing a gratitude game. So we have some different colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, or purple. So because we can't really pick a color from a bin, we're going to just decide what color we want.
Well, virtually pick.
We'll virtually pick. So.
All right.
Purple, please.
Purple?
Yes.
All right, Darlene?
Did you say blue? Was blue an option?
Yep.
Yes, blue, please.
Dave?
I will go with orange.
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 Yeah.
Okay. And I'll go with red. Okay, so MJ, what is something that starts with the first letter of your name that you are grateful for?
My kids? Does that work?
Sure.
I like that. I like that. Oh.
Okay, I should be calling you by your real names. Exhausted Jelly Bean.
That's me.
What is a thing that you are grateful for?
A thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a thing. Like an inanimate object thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably my home. I'm grateful for my home and the four walls that we have here.
Okay. Which one are you? I can't see names on here. How do we see names?
David.
Eggaholic jelly bean.
Eggaholic jelly bean.
Yay.
What is a food you are grateful for?
Ooh. Yes.
Yes.
If I had to pick one, I'm going peanut butter.
Peanut butter. That's a good choice.
Yep.
Well, hold on. We did that wrong, though. We were supposed to do it based on our first names, right?
Or mine was, I think.
The first letter, like the letter of your first name.
That was Eggaholic Cottontail's question. They're all different. All the colors are different.
I think they're different based on the color you pick, right?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying. Okay.
Okay, so mine is a person I am grateful for. I have lots of people I'm grateful for. I think my kids. I'm very grateful for my kids.
Cool.
And my mom.
Now she's going to run down the list.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to thank the Academy, Mom and Dad.
We got to start the music. Somebody start. Better off. Oh.
Okay, so one of the things I like to do, like when we do holidays and stuff, and I do with my kids, is we make, gratitude jars. So I thought kind of during this time, it's kind of a really great thing, and we can do it via Zoom, and you can write down everybody's answers, so you each have one on your table, or however you're doing your family dinner, and you can write down things you're grateful for, and then when you're having a rough day or you just need something to brighten up your day, you can pull them out of the bucket and read them. So we have the sunshine was one of my kids. One of them said a house to live in. So we just kind of keep that on the table. So that's kind of what we do in our family. So I have some questions. So whoever wants to answer can, just to kind of start a conversation. So what is your favorite Easter candy or treat?
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say my answer again is yes.
Do we have to specify?
Okay.
Mine's mini eggs. That's my weakness.
So they are so super bad for you, but I'm going with Cadbury Easter cream eggs, like the original,
Yeah.
the good, yeah.
You can have them.
Yeah.
These,
MJ, what do you have?
these are my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Oh.
rotten egg. They're
Those
like
are like
Hey, can you somehow like send them through the computer?
they're like Whoppers, right? Or
Yes.
Maltesers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a close second.
So the kids and I had a discussion the other day about mini eggs versus eggies.
No, mini eggs. Mini
What
eggs.
are eggies?
100%.
Exactly.
They're the
Eggies are like a version of mini eggs, but they're bigger. And the
Oh,
chocolate inside taste, I'm sorry, there's a difference between the mini eggs chocolate and the eggies chocolate.
there is.
Yep.
There is. Yeah.
Totally.
They're not the same.
No. I wonder if we'll get in trouble for putting that out there. To the people that make eggies, no offense, that chocolate's just not, I need to put a disclaimer, that chocolate's just not for me. I like the mini eggs better. So it would probably be mini eggs for me.
Yeah.
Now, how often, or not how often, so Exhausted Jelly Bean, can you let the audience know how long it would take you to eat one small bag of those treats?
Or should I explain better how I would eat one mini egg?
Yeah, that'll give everybody a good idea.
I don't know if you guys have a process to eat your desired thing, but for me, I put the mini egg in my mouth and I kind of, lick off the coating so that the shelly thing kind of cracks. And then with my tongue, I kind of take all the shelly stuff off. I shove the chocolate piece to my side of my mouth and I crunch all the chocolatey stuff or the hard coating stuff. And then I suck on the chocolate. So one mini egg could potentially take me 5 minutes to eat.
I am laughing because I do the same thing. And that's the only way to eat mini eggs.
High five, sister. So one bag, to Dave's point, or two what are you? Eggaholic.
Eggaholic.
My one little bag of mini eggs could potentially last me like 4 hours.
And Eggaholic is good for me because I'm more the way that I enjoy chocolate is more the Homer Simpson route. Done, gone. See ya.
What about you, MJ? How would you? No, not MJ. Hold on. You are Eggaholic Cottontail. How would you eat the ones that you just showed us?
So because they're slightly bigger, there's the Maltese, which are the round small ones, or these ones are bigger. So essentially what I do is in my mouth, I crack it in half and then I suck out all of the Maltese part of it. And then I'll eat the chocolate and the coating after.
Yeah.
So, kind of the same.
There's got to be process there, right? Totally.
There has to be.
Dave's thing, or Eggaholic Jelly Bean's thinking, no, there's just got to be the bag and my mouth and down.
Yep.
Do not collect $200. Do not
Savor them.
That's what I think, right?
I do. It's just that my savoring process has a like a half-life of about 3.5 seconds, where you guys, it's, minutes.
There you go. That was a good question, Andrea.
Okay. What's another question? What's the best chocolate, milk, white, or dark?
White.
I like white too.
Chocolate milk?
For Easter is white.
Mhm.
That's a tough one because white chocolate theoretically isn't chocolate, but I love white chocolate. Like, love it. Love it.
Hey,
love
eggaholic jelly bean, it's on the list, so it's chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
it.
So we know our next in-person meeting that we are getting white chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's yours?
Mine?
Jelly bean?
Are you talking about no, it would probably be, I'm not really fond of white chocolate. So it would probably be, did you say dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Milk chocolate.
Milk, white, or dark?
Milk, white, or dark? Dark, but not too dark. That would probably be.
Not too dark. Okay.
Well, I'm not into the 95% cocoa because that's just really bitter. But like the 80%, 70%, 80% dark, that's good.
Awesome.
I don't eat as much that way.
It's healthier for you too.
Antioxidant? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we can't really do that one because we're not really sitting right to left. What's your favorite place that you've visited?
Ooh.
Oh.
Favorite destination?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Mine would have to be San Tropez. We went to the beach. And that was my absolute favorite place to be.
I'm thinking Emerald Lake, Alberta.
Oh.
I mean, that whole part of the country, but Emerald Lake specifically was amazing.
I haven't traveled much, but I'm gonna say back home, which is only 2.5 hours away. Small village. It's just quiet, peaceful, and there's so much amazing nature around. So
Nice.
And water.
Nice. So I'm torn because if I'm thinking about visiting and relaxing, I would probably say Aruba because Aruba is just beautiful. And it's just the perfect amount of heat and breeze. But then when I was just recently in Poland, we got a chance to see the Baltic Sea, but it was January, so there was ice on the water. But I would imagine that would almost be just as beautiful and scenic and wonderful to sit by as long as it was warm out. So I'm kind of torn. I got 1 foot in Aruba and 1 foot in Poland.
And it's funny, when you said that, I thought about, where is it? Valdez.
Oh, off Vancouver. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about Valdez, and Valdez would be a very close second to Emerald Lake because Valdez, you are cut off. There's no cell phone. There's no internet. You are in the middle of the ocean on an island, completely cut off, and it is just bliss.
Nice.
Good questions, Andrea.
Yeah.
I exhausted Jelly Bean's answer to this one, but I want to hear the rest of your answers. What is your favorite holiday?
Why can't I answer?
You can answer. We all know the answer, but
you guys go. You guys go. Eggaholic Cottontail, what's yours?
I'm gonna say Christmas.
All right. That's why we like her so much.
Yeah.
What about you, Jelly Bean? Alcoholic Jelly Bean?
I'm going to mix things up a little bit. I'm going to say Halloween, even though it's kind of not a holiday. It's just the costumes and the whole like getting scared thing is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is kind of fun.
Awesome.
But Christmas is better.
Yeah.
So Exhausted Jelly Bean,
Yeah.
inquiring minds want to know your favorite holiday.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough one. It would have to be probably falling in around the December 24th. Yeah, probably Christmas. Although Halloween, I could dress up as a Christmas tree and keep the spirit going for a heck of a long time.
Hey, that's valid. And you could also do an Easter tree right now.
I still have, okay, so
why is it not decorated? I know you still have it.
It is. The one out of the back deck is still got the lights on. And the one at the front still has the lights on too. I just have chosen not to put the lights on.
Like, why are there not Easter eggs on it?
Because in the backyard, birds would get it. And different things. We have lots of different critters that potentially could get it. So, and the dog too. The dog might actually try and get it. So
yeah, Moose would have fun with that.
Yeah, he would. He would.
Okay.
And what about you, excellent peeps?
Mine is Christmas, of course.
Of course.
My favorite time of year.
Of course.
I just love Christmas. Okay. So now that we're talking about holidays, does anyone want to share any traditions they have at Easter that we could kind of bring to our families and share with our families?
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. Eggaholic Cottontail, do you have anything you'd like to share?
Sure. I mean, we normally, even before my grandparents weren't where they are now, we've always kind of done the whole family tradition where we go to either my parents or my grandparents, and then we normally have, because there's a lot of kids in the family, so we normally do the usual nice dinner, and then an Easter egg hunt. And then when we used to do it at my grandparents', we used to do it outside because they lived in a forest. So we would get the hard Easter eggs and then just fill them up with fun goodies. And then we've also started doing scavenger hunts. So each kid has a list of anywhere between 5 and 10 different clues, so that they can actually get their big Easter basket or chocolate or whatever it is that they would get at the end. But it's always so much fun to see the kids so excited, and I mean the adults participate too, and they have just as much fun. But yeah, that's what we typically do.
Excellent.
We had a lot of reverb. Eggaholic Jelly Bean, you had a lot of reverb.
I do?
No, you don't now. You did a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. Is there anything like from a food perspective that you guys traditionally have at Easter, or anything that is usually served that's kind of like staple, like the table's not the same without it?
Ham would definitely be what we do for Easter.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yum.
Cool.
Did you have like a new tradition that you plan on starting this year?
I don't know, to be honest. With everything that's been going on, I've been so out of touch and not necessarily wanting to do anything. With our call yesterday, I started thinking maybe I should try to do a scavenger hunt for the kids, even though they're grown up and there's not much. And then I'm still, like, this year, I always do, regardless of how old my kids are, I always hide eggs regardless. So I'll do that. I'm thinking probably the gratitude thing would be something that would be really nice to do. Just makes you think about everything that you have and be grateful for everything, right? Especially in these times, because there's a lot of negative and there's a lot of unknown. I think that's about it.
Sounds good.
Exhausted jelly bean, what's your favorite tradition?
Oh, I'm exhausted. I can't even think about it. No, I'm kidding. So my background is Polish. And there's a couple things we do that I remember doing since I was a kid with my parents. And one of the things, brought it out for you, is a basket. So every year I always put out for the kids. They each have their own basket. And I think Ukrainians and Polish people, any that kind of those kind of European countries, they typically, especially Ukrainian people, have a beautiful knack for making eggs and decorating beautiful, beautiful eggs. So I started a tradition with my kids a number of years ago where every year I get them a different egg, so that when they go off and on their own, when they want to start their own Easter traditions, they can have their own beautiful eggs. And what we do usually, I've skipped a couple of years just because life got hectic, but our tradition is that you take your basket and you put a little piece of everything that you would traditionally serve at Easter dinner. I was going to say Thanksgiving. You'll be thinking of Thanksgiving because you mentioned Halloween. At Easter, so you'd put like a piece of bread or a piece of ham. We have like a little teeny tiny salt and pepper shaker. It's so cute. This is probably about 40 years old. I would not use the salt nor the pepper in here, but regardless, it goes in there. And just a little bit of everything that's on your table. And when I was younger, what my mom and I would do is we'd go to church, and there's certain time set aside where you put your basket at the front of the church and you get it blessed. And you bring it to the Easter table, and you would share part of that. You'd pull out the bread, and then that would be sort of signifying the feast that you're having for the evening. But one of the other favorite traditions in our family that we always get a charge of, regardless of how old or how young you are, we boil eggs the day or two before Easter dinner. And my mom used to always boil her eggs with onion skins on them in the water, so it would make it lots of beautiful different colors of browns and tans. We'd also put beets. So if she was making beet soup, then we'd put some beets in too. So all those things, different things around the house that you could use to try and see what color your eggs will turn out. Spinach is another one, right? The chlorophyll from the spinach can turn it green. So it's kind of fun to experiment. But what typically happens is, as you're sitting at the table, you have an egg, somebody else has hard-boiled. I think I mentioned that, and make sure they're hard-boiled or it's a mess. A hard-boiled egg, and you basically clink them together, and the goal of it is to be the last egg standing without getting a crack in your egg. So you can imagine as kids trying to clunk, you're like, oh man, my egg broke. You could turn it around and try it with somebody else and clunk, and chances are your egg's going to break again. So it's last man standing for the golden egg. And it was always so much fun because we'd we'd go around the table with my aunts and my uncles and my grandmother when she was still alive, and we just do this. It was just fun, and this massive egg smash. And then because we have soup as a main course, so if you wanted to, you could unpeel the egg and put the egg in your soup, because we usually do mushroom or beet soup. It's just really fun, just really something fun to do. And and no matter, we're all the cousins are in their 40s and 50s, and we all still enjoy it, and so do our kids. So I think it's a tradition that'll be passed on for many, many years to come.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Eggaholic jelly bean, what's your favorite tradition?
I have to say that the egg cracking tradition was one that I fell in love with real quick. That's always a ton of fun. Beyond that, it's getting together with family. Easter's usually two full days of just food and family and fun as we rotate between houses and whoever's hosting, and it's just good to spend time with parents and nieces and nephews and siblings, and just kind of enjoy the moment, be in the moment.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So do you have a new tradition that you want to start this year, given the situation?
I don't know. I think it'll be a spur of the moment, just kind of spontaneous, if anything, right? If we do something that resonates, then we'll pick that up for next year.
Didn't you talk about doing a Zoom call with your side of the family?
Yeah. Not that I want that to be a tradition every year, because I would much prefer to be in person, but it would be kind of interesting actually to do like a Zoom dinner. So sit down like this and just throw a laptop down on everybody's table and have virtual dinner together. That would be kind of cool.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought of that.
You could, eating. You could carry that through though in years to come, because I'm thinking, those family members that are too far away that you wouldn't normally typically see would be an awesome way to just sort of keep that connection.
Yeah.
Maybe this year with, closer family, but then next year maybe, extend that to family that maybe can't come out, or if for whatever reason, you can't make it out, a good way to just connect even further, right?
Yeah, very true. Very true.
For sure.
Cool.
Yeah. Could we do a virtual Zoom crack with the eggs? Put it up to the camera.
Might not be good for our computer screens, but
Yeah.
Who would win?
Exhausted jelly bean. Those eggs, the beautifully decorated eggs, are they wood?
Yeah. So these ones, I do have some. I have one here. I think it's in this basket. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I think it's on. I do have a little Easter tree. But yeah, these ones are all these ones are all wooden, but I do have a couple that have been blown, where the middle part's been blown out. And then it's just shellacked really hard. They're I don't keep them. We don't keep them in the basket just because if they clunk together, I don't want them to crack. So we actually usually get a couple pieces of wood just from outside, couple branches, and we'll stick them on the branches in a vase and make almost like a little Easter tree out of them. But yeah, these ones here are wood. And they're beautiful. And it's just a great way of sort of showing and sharing with the kids. Every year it was, something just like us. Every year it's something unique and something different and beautiful, right? Just to signify each year that we've been together. So
I like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you could try that too. You could try getting an egg and blowing out the middle and trying to keep it intact, and then trying to decorate it somehow. That's an interesting challenge, because you have to be they're very delicate. So
I haven't done that since I was a kid.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's something you could do this year, right?
Cool.
See how it goes.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, excellent peeps?
Me?
Did you share?
I don't know. The last couple of years have been big changes, so we're kind of starting our new traditions together. I think like our favorite thing that we've always done is get together with family and do our Easter egg hunt, and then the one thing that we've really kept is curling up on the couch and reading our Bible stories together, and even the big kids do that now too. Mind you, there's too many of us to fit on the couch now, so we're kind of sprawled across the living room. So yeah, we're working on new traditions. We do our gratitude thing, and then we're just adding new ones in every year, just creating our own now. So
cool.
That's awesome. I think that's the beautiful part about traditions, right? They morph and they change and they shift, and you can add things on as you need them to be, right? And I think sometimes when traditions come up, sometimes you don't even realize that it's becoming a new tradition. And then, the next year you'll sit down together and say, hey, remember when we did that? And then all of a sudden something that you did spur of the moment just because, and it ends up to be something that, the kids want every single year, or that your family that you find is really important to your family.
Yeah. And now that they're like getting bigger too, it's fun because they have play such a part in creating those traditions, right? As opposed to like we've got the ones that we've had since they were little, and then now they're a part of it. So it's kind of fun.
Absolutely.
It's kind of fun to see their ideas and everything come together and see them work together without arguing.
And who doesn't get excited about the Easter Bunny? I mean, come on.
I know, right? Like
The Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, and the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
They got it going on.
They do. They do. Okay. So I have a little game. If you guys have a pen and paper, you can just write the answers down. I have a game, an Easter game of categories.
Oh my.
So
Okay.
I'm going to find my timer here. Maybe. Maybe I will. Okay, so I'll give you the categories for list 1. I wonder if I can pull it up on the screen here. It might be easier.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Good. I lost everything else I was looking for. Okay. And okay, there we go. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll start with list 1. And let me know when you're ready, and I will roll the letter and start the timer.
Okay, 1, I haven't played categories in forever. Can we get an explanation on how to play this game, please? Excellent peeps.
Absolutely can. So we're going to take list 1 and the categories in list 1, and I'm going to roll a letter, and you need to find things in each category that begin with that letter within the time limit.
All right.
Whoa.
Is there a maximum of how many things you can find for each?
No.
No? Okay.
No, as many as you want.
High achiever.
I know. Like, I'll be lucky to get 1 for each category. All right. Go for it.
I love you, alcoholic cottontail. Okay, let's go. Let's play.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay. List
right.
1, we're going to do J. Oh, right.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Oh gosh, is right.
Excellent peeps.
Yes.
You can't Google the answers.
I'm not Googling anything. I'm sharing my screen with you. You can see.
You do have a phone.
I'm watching the timer. We have 40 seconds left.
Oh,
Yeah. Nothing else is coming to me in 40 seconds.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're good?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, a place to hide Easter eggs. So the rule here is if you have the same as somebody else, you don't get the point.
Oh.
You gotta cross it off your list. So,
Okay.
alcoholic cottontail, you want to start? Place to
Oh, I
hide.
got nothing. Nothing.
Exhausted jelly bean.
I said a jumpsuit.
That works.
I don't know.
I said inside of a juice box.
Oh, good one. Fun. I have a jar, so I guess we all got.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't as hard as we thought.
A jar, of course, a jar.
A type of flower. Who has one for that?
Juniper.
That's what I have.
I was gonna put juniper, but is juniper not a plant or a tree?
It's a plant, isn't it? Not a flower.
Yeah.
Flower now.
All right. The game is flexible.
Dave and I have seen, Eggaholic Jelly Bean and I have seen them, right?
Exactly.
Sure.
Okay, a baby animal.
Nothing.
I think
Jaguar.
Oh.
Did you say jaguar?
Jackrabbit.
Yeah.
I said jaguar.
Yeah, me too.
No, we don't get the point.
I got jackrabbit.
Oh, Andrew, excellent peeps gets the point.
Kind of bird.
I got nothing.
I got
Nothing.
nothing.
I got nothing either. Okay, a type of Easter candy.
Nope.
I have jelly bean and jubes.
Oh, I got
Oh.
jelly bean
I
too.
got jelly bean too.
Oh, and none of us get the point. Oh, it's that alcoholic cottontail gets point for jujubes.
Yay.
I've got 2 points here. This is not looking good for me. All right.
Me too. Something yellow.
Just stick a butter over your mouth because butter is yellow.
I got jelly bean. It's on everybody's screen. You think you'd get it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anybody else have one?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, something fluffy. I don't know if I want to.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Jello could have been yellow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
I didn't even think of that.
Oh, so could a zucchini. Green and yellow zucchinis.
Yeah.
But that's not spelled with a J.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're pronouncing it Yukini.
Zucchini. All right, let's go on to outdoor activity. I'll be all right.
Activity.
I said jump rope.
That's exactly what I have.
Jogging.
Yeah, I have jumping and jogging.
So nobody gets points.
Nobody gets points. Well,
Okay, but
Well, you get jumping. 'cause
okay, I was gonna
jump
say.
rope.
you're not jogging, yeah. I got 2 points. 3, sorry.
I got
I got
3.
2.
No, 4. Jump rope, sorry.
I think I got one.
I have
One.
4.
I got 3. So it looks like exhausted jelly bean is the winner.
I'm not so exhausted after all.
Does anyone want to do list 2?
Let's do list 2, but let's do it, make it quick. So within
Yeah.
like 30 seconds or something like that.
30 seconds. Wow.
Let's do a minute. 30 seconds is not a lot of time at all.
Okay, a minute. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Would you get us an X or a
I'll
Z?
keep rolling the dice. The letter I.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Something.
Excellent, peeps. Can you scroll the
Yeah.
the document? Thank you.
Okay. You
All
ready to
right.
go?
Go. Oh, time's up. All right. So, anybody have something that is pink?
Ice cream.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I got nothing, nowhere,
Nope.
anywhere. So
None of them?
I had 0 here. Nope.
I got
Nothing.
one potentially.
I've got a
Oh.
few.
I've got a couple.
Easter egg color.
Indigo.
That's exactly
Oh.
what I have.
Oh, I don't get the caramel.
There wasn't much choice. Sorry.
Oh.
Jelly bean flavor.
I said icy mint.
Hey, pupper.
You never know what's in that game. What's that game called? I love that game.
Bamboo bean boozled.
Boozled.
Oh,
Yep. So I chose with the ice, not just mint, icy mint.
You never know what flavor you're gonna get in that game. Okay, something in an Easter basket.
I got nothing for that one.
I put ice cream.
That's possible.
Anything's possible.
That's possible.
Family tradition.
I said indoor egg hunt.
Oh, that's awesome.
nice.
I was being very creative this round.
I had inviting family for dinner.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Okay. Place to go on spring break.
Indiana.
Oh,
I don't know.
Good one.
I said island.
I said
Ooh,
island. as
yes.
well.
I'm coming on your spring break.
I didn't get a point for that.
Spring sport. That one I don't have.
I said indoor soccer.
Oh, that's
Hey,
good.
Right?
sport.
Yeah.
If the fields are muddy, right?
Irises for spring.
Oh, that's good.
That's
Oh,
mine.
nice.
That's
Anybody else have one for that?
good. No.
Nope.
Okay, what's everybody's score?
I have a whopping 1 point for this round, making my total for the game 2.
Big fat 0 over here.
Great job, Eggaholic Jelly Bean.
She didn't get a 0. She got an egg. Get it? Shaped like a 0.
Good one.
Awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, did everybody get my email with the attachment?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to do that activity quick?
I only got through half of it.
I didn't even get a chance to do it. How are we doing for time?
I got about 6 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So I sent that activity, the 5-minute Easter activity, if you want to do with your families or whatever, you just set the timer for 5 minutes and then fill out as many as you can.
Can you put it up on the screen so that people can see it while they're watching this? If you can. If not, we can attach it we can add it to the link, right?
I just have to find it here. All right, so this is the Easter activity, and it just has a whole bunch of different questions that you can send out to your family if you're doing like a Zoom dinner or something. And you can set the timer for 5 minutes and see who gets the most answers.
That's cool.
What are the numbers on the left-hand side? Are they indicative of anything? Because see, I was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
No, it's 10, 11, 12, 13. It's not showing up on here for some reason, but.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure that it didn't mean anything. So you just end up putting the stuff on the right-hand side. That's cool.
Yeah. So that's another thing I like to do with my kids that I wanted to share is we have an Easter like scavenger hunt. So obviously we're not going to do a scavenger hunt, but in the Easter eggs, just to keep them going and keep them active, you open them up. So there's like 4 frog jumps or 2 pencil rolls. So just different things that they have to do, right? As opposed to just finding candy, they got to burn off the calories too.
Balance it all out.
Leaps, and then one of them is 7 bunny hops. So they always have fun with that, and I change the activities inside. I change them up so that they have different things, because sometimes they like to do these over and over the Easter weekend. So that's kind of, yeah.
That's a good thing to do. And just thinking, we're being in the house so much all the time, that'd be kind of neat just to have a basket of stuff with different things that you could do. So when you want to take a break from your computer,
yeah,
you just grab an egg and pull it out and do whatever it says, whether it says, walking up and down the stairs twice or.
Well, I never thought of having that. Yeah.
Yeah, just like in your own sort of wellness, sitting there in a basket or a vase or a jar for the letter J.
Or a jumpsuit.
You can wear your jumpsuit while you grab your jelly bean egg out of your jar and jump or jog. But yeah, I'm just thinking, that'd be kind of neat just because we are sort of tied to our desks so much. Especially being on calls back to back and stuff like that in between, that would be something really quick that you could do just to get yourself out of the seat, as opposed to just trying to remember to stretch, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
cool.
put them in the backyard, and then they go find them, and then they just do whatever is in them.
Neat. Good ideas.
Kind of
Awesome.
fun.
Well, excellent, peeps. I think you did a great job of sharing some information for us that we can take along for the Easter weekend. And it was awesome having you guys all here and being able to see you and learn our letters of the alphabet. That, yes, zucchini does not start with the letter J. Reminding me. And yeah, Andrea, do you want to take us out of here for this call? And
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us, and we hope you all have an opportunity to get together with your family, whether it be via Zoom or Google Hangouts or whatever that looks like for you over this holiday weekend, and just connect and have fun and enjoy time together while we're apart. So happy Easter.
Yeah. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.